Hey, what's going on, everybody? This time around, I'm going to show you how to set up a speed warning with the speed warn feature of the motorcycle. This is a street-oriented feature, and if you want to set this up, what it does really is just give you a warning if you exceed a certain speed that you set in the computer. So what happens is then is you see the gear shift light flash at you and then a speed warning in the display. So first off, you have to go in and you have to turn this feature on in the submenus, and then go back out of the submenus, and then from there navigate through your main menu, which I'm going to show you, in order to set the speed that you want. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm in my home screen here, as I like to call it, and you can see the odometer, and we're going to be pressing set. But before I do, I want you to remember or know that I have set DR feature on. So you're going to see me pass by my DDC features. You may not have those features on, so if you don't, then just ignore those. You won't see them when you're pressing set, but on mine, because the set DR is on, you will. So we're going to pass by the track timers, pressing set again, and here you can see my DDC settings, and I'm going to keep pressing set and go past those, and then we're going to be going through past race info to the setup menu, and we're going to press and hold set. And we're now in the setup menu, and we're going to pass by DDC, and we're going to press set again until we see equipment, and there it is. I'm going to go into the equipment sub menu, so press and hold set, and we're going to find the speed warning in here. I'm going to press trip. You can press trip or set once you get into a menu, depending on which way you want to go up and down the menu. But I'm going to press trip, see if I can't get to it real quick here. And there it is. I was just pressing trip. You can press set either way, but here we're going to stop where it says speed off. This is the speed warning. You can see the feature's off, so let's go ahead and press and hold set until off starts blinking, and then we're going to press set until it comes on. Now what's going to happen here is you're going to see the gear shift light blink along with on blinking, and we just press and hold set to confirm that we want the speed warning feature to be turned on. There we go. Now feature's on, but it hasn't been set yet. That we have to go back out of all of the menus and go into the main screen in order to do that. So that's next. So we're going to be pressing set until we see exit. There it is. Press and hold set now. We're going to exit out of equipment. Now we're going to exit out of setup menu. So press set until you see exit. There it is. Press and hold set. And now we're back out of the setup menu. I'm going to press trip. Now I'm back where I started. This is my home screen where I see my odometer and so on. Now I'm going to press set. And again, I'm going to be passing by the track timer. And then I'm going to go pressing set now. I'm going to press set and go past my DDC settings. And then after my DDC settings, we're going to see the new feature that we turned on right here where it says limit. Now it says off, but that doesn't mean the feature is off. That just means it's off in the sense of we haven't assigned a speed for it to warn us. So that's what we need to do here. This is where you make the speed set, or if you want to change the set speed, you can do it here as well. So what we do then is we press and hold set, and now you see that it says 0, and for me it's miles per hour. And then from here, to change the speed to the speed you want to be warned at, and I'm going to set it, let's say at 75 miles an hour, we press trip. Don't press and hold trip, just tap trip, and you will see that it goes in, counts by fives up to the point that you want to set it at. Now let's say you made a mistake here. I'm gonna set it, say I wanted it at 75 and I accidentally go to 80. Well, you can't press set to go back down. It's kind of weird, but what you have to do is just press and hold set and it'll zero itself out, and then you just press trip again and go back up to where you want it. So I'm going to go to, let's just say 75, and that's where I want my warning to come on. Okay, there it is. Now the speed is set. So at this point you don't have to press and hold set. You're done. So you can leave this part of the menu just as it is. And so let's say, okay, I now want to go back to my odometer. So just press set. Okay, and now you press set again, and if you want to, just go back to your track timers, and from there, now you can go ahead and press trip, and now you're back to where you started. Now let's say you want to go in and change that setting and that warning. So just press set to go back to it. Keep pressing set until you see the warning. There it is right there. So our limit's at 75. Let's say we wanted to take it up to 80. Okay, then in that case you would just press trip. And now we're 80, and then you just leave it. Then you press set and just exit out of this particular screen. But let's say you wanted to lower it down. Okay, and that being the case, you can't press set to lower it. You just press and hold set to zero it out, and then you can press trip and work your way back up again. Hope that makes sense, but that's the way you have to do it here. Now, I'm going to do something silly. I'm going to leave it at 5 miles an hour. And what I want to do then is I want to show you what the warning looks like. I'm going to start the bike up, and I'm going to put it in gear so you can hopefully see the warning as it would come on as if you're driving down the road. I've got the bike up on the stand in a safe position to do this, and everything's clear and safe. So I'd like to go ahead and I'm going to leave it at 5 miles an hour, and I'm going to just press set until I get back to my track timer there, and then I'm going to press trip just so I'm at my odometer and I'm back into my home screen. Okay, so be back in a second here. I'm going to get the bike started up. Okay, so I got the bike started up, and remember I set it at 5 miles an hour. I just want to show you what you see in the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in gear and get it up to 5 miles an hour. Okay, so there you could see what the actual speed warning looks like, guys. And so there it is. I hope that that helps you if you want to use that feature, guys. And thanks a lot. Take care. One last thing I wanted to mention here too, guys, and that is if you want to turn off the speed warning feature, you don't have to go back all the way into the menus and turn it off. You can leave the feature on, so it still shows up in your main menu selection, and just turn it off from here. Let's say, like for example, right now I've got 80 miles an hour set in there. You just press and hold trip, and it will turn it off. And then if you want to turn it back on, just press and hold set, and then you just go ahead from there. You can see it's at 0, and then you press trip. Don't press and hold trip, but press and tap trip and set it again at whatever you want. To turn it off, press and hold trip, and it's off. All right, guys, this is one last thing I wanted to add. Thanks.